witnesses undercover, which eventually came out. So it just, everything's smoke and mirrors at times. And that's a lesson that I had to learn and live. So, those were things that were happening and me seeing. Okay. So, here I am so angry at my father because he walked away from a lifestyle, but what did he walk away from? Snakes, double crossers. I see situations like that. A person trying to, have my brother killed to divert the attention that they're an informant. And I always say this, even, when it comes to John Gotti and stuff like that, that's one thing. Even with my father on his end, my father never tried to hurt his son or, in his family, and vice versa. It was a mutual respect. And I will take my hat off when my hat needs to be taken off for certain situations. But it took, people double crossing me, or like not being welcome into people's houses, and things had to kind of like start unraveling and from my own eyes and my own knowledge, and me starting to learn certain things that I had now was able to have information to because of my father and because of the situation. Like, I had to learn to live life differently. I no longer, I have eyes in the back of my head and the front now. Like, I'm paying attention to everything. That's how now I have to live life because of these circumstances. I'm not just this protected little mob princess and, living in a world that seems, peaches and cream. Now the reality is I was in that world and I lived on the one side of it. Now I'm tossed into both sides. So when I was going through all that, I was angry. I was angry at my father or whatever. So when I finally got to Arizona, I'm like, what is this? Like, I need to know everything. We started building our relationship. But when I got there, I found out I was pregnant. So not only, did I want to rebuild my relationship with my father and be with my family, I'm a mother now. I'm going to be a mother. I want a different life. I don't want to, because I did run the streets myself after my father cooperated. I was dating bad boys, doing bad things myself. I got involved in selling drugs, and, I'm not embarrassed to say that I made my mistakes because I cared about what people thought. My whole community turned on me. I wasn't welcome in people's houses. So I felt like maybe I should be bad so people can accept me again, and that's what I did. I was stupid at the time. It was my way of thinking. And, I made my mistakes. Yeah. And I didn't want to be bad. I wanted to be a mother. So I moved to Arizona. But, as the story goes, once we got there and we were rebuilding our relationship, I think that we were all kind of at a point where we were weak. It was like we were just coming out of this. And here my father did a book, and he's, did a 2020 bombshell interview, which I want to say to this day, and not just because he's my father, it was definitely an iconic interview. Diane Sawyer 2-part series. It was, people were like, wow, they were like fascinated. This is the first time people were let into that world. So in Arizona, it was way different than New York. Everybody wanted to be around us. Everyone wanted to be near us. And it almost gave us that, post Sammy the Bull, the before the Sammy the Bull cooperation lifestyle back. And with that, it's like we let our guard down, and people were selling drugs and all that. And it was like, we jumped right in, kind of got involved with the wrong people, made a few bad decisions. And how long was I in Arizona? About 1.5 years, and my doors got kicked in. Almost 2 years. And then I was arrested with my whole family. Being a drug cartel.